An elderly gentleman greets you with a politely inquiring smile. Hello again, are you a student now? Yep, got my student ID and everything, see? Well, that seems to be in order. Very well then, my name is Douglas. What can I do for you? Why does that man have an eyeball for a head? Quite a sight, isn't he? Please don't be alarmed. I'm more confused, to be honest. Ted and I, and our colleague Janet, over there to my right, shall we say, unusual past. What happened? We worked in a circus sideshow together. That was more than 30 years ago now. This is a West of Loathing reference, where where these three were part of a clown's sideshow of a circus. There was a guy with an eye. That guy over there had an eye. Janet's entire organs was just to bait that machine. And this guy over here, he's completely backwards. You don't seem like sideshow material. Perhaps not, but regard. He stands up, turns to face the wall. But he's still looking right at you. His entire back is identical to his front, with another face on the back of his head. All of his clothes tailored to match. What? Please excuse me, but I do always enjoy the reactions of new students. He sits down to a chorus of cracks and pops as his joints reverse into new positions. Holy jeez. Oh, don't worry, it sounds much worse than it feels. A regimen of stretching exercises keep me fit as a fiddle. Anyway, after the three of us escaped the circus, we headed east. The institute took us in out of scientific curiosity and gave us work as librarians. How'd you escape? Oh, well, it's not really a story that bears recounting. Besides, the three of us prefer to look ahead, not even back. Even myself, haha. Is there anything else I can help you with? Yes. I'm looking for a certain book, but this is going to sound dumb. I've been doing this job for years, and I assure you, whatever it is, I've heard dumber. Well, I don't know the title of the book or what it's about. All I know is it's a hardcover and about so big. It's probably an antique. Well, something that fits something of that size and age will be in our stacks. All the books out front of here are the ones that won't be more if an undergrad doodles in the margins or uses a slice of bologna as a bookmark. Okay. Anything else I can help you with? Yes. I need help with one of my classes. If it's a subject I'm familiar with, I'm more than happy to help. Anything about robotectronics? Hardly at all. Janet's the one you should really ask about that. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Know anything about astronomy? I've been known to dabble. The telescope on the roof of SIT has a beautiful view, but it only shows half the constellations. Half? Oh, of course. It seems that way to you because you have only one face. What? You've only seen the western hemisphere of the sky. You need to see the southern hemisphere as well. How do I do that? Merely reposition the telescope to point southward. Down, in other words. Down? Of course. You've seen all maps before, surely. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Know anything about physical education? Well, for a start, I can tell you that a proper stretching is exercises are vital to success in every sport. What sport is your class concerned with? I don't actually know yet. Ah, well then I'd say your first step will be to find that out. Ooh, I have a lot of XP I could use. Yeah, constantly damage enemies. A tall, wiry man with a single giant eyeball for a head glares at you as you approach. Hello? Douglas called over to you. I'm afraid the stacks are off limits to undergraduates, faculty, and alumni only. So I have to pass all my courses first? Exactly! Once you have all the 3 signatures on your course transcript, Ted will verify them and let you through. And I should warn you, not that I think you'd attempt to cheat or anything, but Ted is very good at spotting forgeries. And there's a lot of pent-up anger and frustrations. Ted clenches and unclenches his fist, while watching you carefully. Okay then. You see, her? Hello, dear. Are you new here? Yes, I'm Simon. Name's Janet. Please don't be alarmed by my visual and mechanical insides. I am in no pain. Well, that's good, but isn't the immobility an issue? Oh, I'm perfectly mobile. I have wheels, and the robotectronics department has provided me with some very nice telescoping arms. I'm just sitting down right now because with the majority of students on break, I don't have any books that need shelving. Ah, okay then. Anything I can help you with, dear? Anything about phys ed? Phys ed referring to sports? Right. Oh. Can't help you much there, dear. Sorry. Anything about astronomy? Douglas is a bit of stargazing. You see both sides of the sky at once. Can you imagine? I think I'll get a headache if I try to imagine that. Know anything about robotectronics? Ah, well, you come to the right place. I spent quite a lot of time at robotectronics department. Have they got you running the robot obstacle course? I don't know yet, since you brought it up, probably. Well, I don't know how they arrange the courses this semester. I can only give you general advice. Mainly just experiment. Different robot parts are effective at overcoming different obstacles, and many obstacles can be overcome in more than one way. Just try a variety of things, and I'm sure you'll figure it out. The directory of all current and past SIT faculty. Look someone up. There's no entry for slime. What the hell is this map? Main lobby, scalar wing, vector wing, bus. Can I wander? Oh geez, you're super lost. You accidentally wandered into university steam tunnels, and you know, if you asked me if the steam tunnels had direct connection to the town sewer system, I'd say probably not, but here you are now. To make matters worse, you appear to have ended up in a lair of feral vampires. Let me tell you, friend, they are not happy to see you. Two of them are crouched down on all fours, snarling and spitting out. A third guy is howling and just totally gushing blood out of his eye sockets. It's a real bad scene. Oof. But why was there someone on fire? That was weird. How did I end up in the courtyard? Where am I? How did I get here? This fire escape map would be more useful if it wasn't encrypted. Theoretical Topology Lab 3. But I went to the Theoretical Topology Lab... What? These doors don't make sense. The Liberal Arts Department is just a janitorial closet. Photo of a bare-necked pin-up girl. Scandalous! Shelf full of various industrial cleaning products. It's a nasty mop. Grab it. Ooh, muscle plus 4. Greatest trick that a devil ever pulled was convincing everybody that a mop does anything other than just evenly distributing the filth on a floor. Actually, it probably wasn't the devil, but it was probably invented whoever invented the mop. This is the most locked door you've ever encountered. Cola machine. Insert 5 meat. Huh, because they forgot to unpack the cans before they loaded the machine cup. Well, okay then. This is more coal than any one person should have access to. This machine is definitely out of cola at this point. These notices have been steamed to illegibility. Weird shadow pocket pouch or something. Reach inside. You stick your hand in the hole, grab the first thing your fingers brush against, and yank it back out. You get an item. Shadow clarinet. Ooh. Actually, it might be an oboe. It's hard to tell with the endless void pouring out into our world with its empty silhouette. Door sealed. Press the Athena button. Can I go in here, please? Student ID. Slime green. Identify. Access to this doorway is limited to students and faculty in the geology department. Foo. Why is there a spider wing? If this warrants further investigation, someone else is going to have to do it. This drinking fountain is filled with spider eggs, making it the second grossest drinking fountain you've ever seen. Test. Door disregard. Test door disregard. Door regarded. By regarding the door, you are instructed to disregard it. Disregarded. By disregarding the door, you render it once again regardable. By just this is just an infinite loop. There's a flyer for a frat party on this board. Oh, too bad. The party was a week ago. You note down the address just in case they have another party later. Location unlocked. Zeta Omega Omicron. Spiders. This Athena terminal has some of its important parts replaced by a pineapple. Steam vent seems loose. Take it! But this steam vent wasn't attached to the floor, so you took it. Where's the steam coming from? It's one of those Athena locks on this door, but it seems to have been tampered with. Head on through. Ooh, shadow pouch. You got shadow rope. Nothing over here except even more of these machines. Whatever these machines do, this one isn't doing it. Look in the eyepiece. That's a lot of constellations. You got a gun, a meat, torpedoes? I don't even know what this is. I'm going to assume that's a pencil. An octopus. Point it downward. You squibble the telescope to point down or possibly south. Huh. I have no idea what the point of this is for now. This is where the pigeons do all their business. Massive petrified pigeon poop. You aren't afraid of pigeon, but you're a little apprehensive about wandering into the middle of a huge crowd of them. Need more stench armor. Ah, here it is. Flowery cloche. You pick through the coop's contents and gather a few pigeon eggs. A group of pigeons is called a flight, and a group of pigeon eggs is called a pile. Good to know. Oh right, I need to find the astronomy classroom. Liberal arts department? No, that's the janitor closet. It's the main hall, library, admissions department, gift shop. Here we go, theoretical topology lab 2. Drink more soda. This soda machine appears to have been pretty comprehensively tampered with. Investigate. Some mechanically savvy vandal has increased the price of a soda to exorbitant 50 meat. Can I get enough moxie to counter that? Let's see. Alright, jazz slacks for +1. Stylish sunglasses for... Well, I'm wearing that on top of my monocle. That doesn't sound right. There we go, uncursed fedora. Adjust the price. You open the back of the machine and fiddle with the little gears and camshafts and such. You managed to get the price down to 30 meat, still way above the market value, but what are you going to do? You got a geographical monopoly. Buy soda. Insert your meat and look at the array of available flavors. It's a meat return instead. What kind of soda do they give? Ghost pepper soda. Increase your hot armor by 5. Bottle of ice soda. Bone soda? Durian soda. Pork soda. This is some weird sodas. Can't believe I would use a 150 meat for that one. This drinking fountain seems to have developed a steam leak. Access granted if and only if the door is closed. Laundry room is currently closed for repairs. We apologize for this inconvenience and we ask you to please refrain from washing your socks in the drinking fountains. It's just a list of all the other bulletin boards on campus. Barbecue wing. This goblin is concentrating on their cooking? And we got barbecue wing, vector wing, robot lab. Door is sealed. Press the Athena button. Can I go in there? Access to this doorway is limited to students and faculty in the department. That's me. Authorization verified. Access granted. Thanks. You hear a thump as the door's internal lock disengages. It's a diagram of a constellation. Huh. I don't think I've seen the Texas constellation. Must be the teacher, or at any rate he's sitting at the teacher's desk. Oh, hello! Are you taking my astrology course? Astrology? I thought this was supposed to be astronomy. Astrology is some kind of unscientific on for SIT, isn't it? Yes, well, some take that narrow pedestrian view, certainly, such as the Dean and the Grant Committee. But suppose if you're just here for astronomy, I can give you the edited version of the course. I am actually in a hurry, so that'd be great. I have 15 constellations diagrammed on the blackboard behind me. Only 12 of them are genuine. All you have to do is mark the false ones. That seems pretty straightforward. How do I find out which is which? By exploring the heavens themselves. Come again? There's a telescope on the roof for the SIT spider wing. You can get there if you look through the scalar wing. Oh, I thought you were going to teach me how to do astral travel or something. No, I say that for 201. Texas, fake. Your mug, fake. The only thing I can't figure out was... No, the balloon was there. Is it a balloon? Got the big pickle. Balloon, lollipop, or tennis racket. Cigar. Quadropus. Pail or the bucket. Dennis. Texas, demi-tesseract, meat, gun. Three little fishy friends. The Astral Pilsner. Terrifying giant space spider. Roberto's Whirl. The house. I'm ready for you to check my work. Alright, let's have a look. He turns and scans the blackboard. Yes, well done. You're a quadrupus, clearly. Here, let me cite in your course transcript. You completed your minor. That was fast. Are you ready to take my full astrology course? I can sense the pickle rising in you. No, that's okay. Thanks for the offer, though. Well, I'll be here if you change your mind. World's largest blackboard on loan from the SIT Materials Science Department. Okay, well that's... Well, that's one course completed. Yay. You have never been less interested in the concept of vending machine. You think this door would be locked, but it isn't. Sign above this hatchery, steam tunnel access. Protective gear recommended, but not provided. It's a very old manhole cover. So old, it's practically an ape hole. This door won't budge. Nothing. This Athena terminal seems to have blown a fuse. Athena terminal cracks to life. See what's behind the door. A nondescript looking locker. Ooh, treasure. You got an item, mechanical calculator. This is a mechanical calculator as distinct from an organic calculator, which is just as a person who does arithmetic for money. Choose an enemy stats and HP by your muscle. Huh. The door is painted shut from this side. So this is where the test door is supposed to go. To Hex Rock Mines. To where? Attention. Access to Hex Rock Quarry is prohibited except with written permission from the Geology Department or for a very good reason. Trapdoor at the top seems to be barred from the other side. Somebody found a warm, if not particularly luxurious place to sleep. Box has free shoes in it. I'm not sure if that's an announcement or a political statement. It was just a regular free shoe sign. Also for sneaky business, and also tennis. Heh. Ooh, hobo code. Try ordering stuffed pepper style. Ooh, secret menu item. The Pirate Restaurant Manifesto. Huh. Read it. We refuse to be stifled and shackled by the narrow definitions of sandwich imposed on us by the man, by which we are specifically referring to Charles Chipman, owner and proprietor of the Greasy Spoon upstairs. To that end, we have taken control of this secret basement, as well as whatever ingredients we can fill General Finagle, to bring you the true taste of freedom, unfettered by hoity-toity cuisine conventions and municipal sanitation and hygiene requirements. Right then. The sign on the door says, restroom for employees only. Go in. You're not an employee. Yes, I am. You're telling me you work here in this hidden restaurant you just discovered in a town you've never been to before today. Yes. Okay, fine. I'm done arguing with you about stuff like this. Go in. Someone dropped a name badge here. Grab it. It's an Employee of the Month badge with your name on it. Unbelievable. This is the badge you wear when you're at work. At the pirate restaurant underneath Fish and Chips. It says Slime, Assistant Manager, right on it. Yay. Okay, Smarty Pants, there's a wash over here to this thing that says employee must wash hands. Since you're an employee, that means you, right? Don't wash it, but thou must! Fine. There we go, all clean and sanitary, which will be extremely safe for customers of the restaurant when you're serving them food later, during your shift, because you work here. Whatever, weirdo. Roll behind the counter gives you a slight in-the-know kind of nod and wink. Haven't seen you in here before, pal. Welcome to the finest hash house in the whole underground restaurant scene. Underground restaurant scene? That's right. Wait, you ain't a copper, are you? You gotta tell me if you are. No, I'm not a cop. Okay, copacetic. In that case, we got no beef anyway. It's a fish place. Aha! Most of the walls there spells out what kind of racket you need if you need to explain it. What can I get you? Not right now. What happens if I wear the restaurant badge? It doesn't do anything. That is very unfortunate. Stuffed pepper style. Item drops and meat drops by 20%. Huh, neat. Ooh, this is good. It increases 2 of my stats by 1. Ooh, forbidden fish and soda. This might actually be useful later. Let's buy 1. This is going to be useful for that chess game later. Ooh, tools abandoned by some fleeing prankster, no doubt. See what they left us. Disposable ratchet, owl, and anarchist hardware. Combination lock on it. This sign has been scraped off this door. Curious. Go inside. This device appears to be collecting steam for some reason. No one appears to be living down here? Case full of roaches? Gah, why? A respectable collection of chemistry equipment. That's a lot of potion stuff. She looks dangerous. Bookcase full of strange science and math books. Mirrors. Scientific vessel of some kind. If the label is to be believed, this is a complete crate of arcane hot plates. Big pile composed of 80% garbage and 20% miscellaneous electrical parts. Search for something useful. You got a chunk of lead, 11 in 1 oil, and a piece of scrap metal. Nervous looking guy in his late 40s. He seems surprised to see you in his secret lab. Hey there, I'm Slime. I'm Rufus. How did you find this place? Just kind of poking around the steam tunnels, exploring, you know. Ah, yeah, it's a popular pastime around here. The kids call it hacking. Guess I should have anticipated when I set up this secret lab. Why do you have a secret lab? Was the department out of regular labs? I'm not actually supposed to be here at all. I used to teach here, but they let me go. Oh, what happened? Did they fire for using the forbidden math? Not at all. SIT is the last place I would fire you for that. I was joking. They fired me because I didn't make tenure. I was too busy trying to find out what happened to my missing sibling to publish any original research. Well, that hardly seems fair. It's probably just as well. I don't think I was cut off for being a professor anyway. Department politics are maximally bogus, as the students would say. So you set up this hidden lab to continue your search for your sibling? Yes, basically. Though I'm taking a more roundabout route towards it now. What happened to your sibling? They left home when I was 14 and headed north. Well, called it west back then. They spearheaded an expedition that pushed the transcontinental railroad all the way to Frisk. This is a brother of the protagonist from West of Loathing. Okay. Wow. Yeah, they were kind of famous for a while. Used to get a postcard from them all the time, but then one day, poof, they vanished off the face of the earth. Talked to all of their friends from back then, but nobody knows where they went. My only guess is that they decided to keep heading north and hop the ship. Couldn't get any passenger records dating that far back, though, so that was pretty much as far as it leads. That's too bad. What are you working on now? This is gonna sound crazy, but, you know, we have a saying here at SIT. Science that nobody understands is called magic. Science that only one person understands is mad science. I see. So you're doing a little dabbling in the forbidden arts then? Oh no, I checked the rulebook thoroughly and nothing specifically forbids what I'm doing. Haha, I getcha. What's the plan? Well, I just met you and I hesitate to get someone else mixed up in this. Well, I'm pretty mixed up already. In the last few days I did deal with fairies, time hole, shadow monsters, gross fishmen. You know what, the fishmen? That's great, I could definitely use your help. I'm glad it wasn't the fairies you were interested in. I am curious, but some other time maybe. What I'm focused on now is the predictive quantum telecommunications. I'm gonna need you to explain that to me. Well, there's a brand new field of physics called quantum mechanics. It's only a couple of years old, but if some of the theories pan out, it could be staggering. The specific part that I'm interested in is that quantum particles appear to be able to communicate over long distances instantaneously, and I think that this might have been an explanation for the magical concept of clairvoyance. Clairvoyance? You mean as in psychic stuff, tarot cards, and crystal balls? Crystal balls, yes, exactly! I'm trying to make a crystal ball that will show me where my sibling is, maybe even let me communicate with them. Neat, how can I help? Well, all the fishmen in this region come from a single source called the fish mother. Sort of like a queen bee, you know? This one creature that laid all the fishman eggs, which is a little weird, actually, biologically speaking, because that indicates a very dangerous lack of genetic diversity. But, see, honeybees avoid inbreeding through an extremely high rate of genetic recombination, but the fishmen don't have that advantage, so one would think inbreeding would... What? Never mind, sorry. Got a little sidetracked there. The important thing is, the fish mother is thought to have a sort of magical psychic link with all the fishmen. Psychic, gotcha. What do you need? Well, the legend had it that the fish mothers occasionally make huge, beautiful pearls. How they make them is probably too gross to think about, but my working theory is, if it has the right kind of fish mother DNA in it, I might be able to reconfigure it to my own psychic link. I haven't understood basically anything you said, so that sounds perfectly reasonable. You need me to get one of these pearls? Yeah, the fish mother layer is down by the river, but the entrance is a sort of organic valve. Ah geez, it's a huge butthole, isn't it? I was going to say cloaca, but yes, it's a huge butthole that keeps out anything that isn't related to the fish mother. How do I get in? You aren't gonna like it. I already don't like it. I can make some sort of disguise goop to cover you with. Swell, how much am I getting paid for this? I actually don't have much meat left after setting up this lab, but maybe the fish mother lair had some treasure in it? I mean, definitely. Fish mother lair definitely has a whole lot of great treasure in it. Alright, fine, I guess. Great! In order to make the fish mother's fishman disguise goop, I'm gonna need some fishman eggs. About 3 pounds of them, according to my calculations. But if the eggs are in the fish mother's lair... No, the regular fishmen carry them around. Keep an eye on them. They have a bunch of little hideouts all over the SIT campus in Ocean City. Or, well, all under, should I say, since they're mostly in the sewers. Well, this just keeps getting better and better. Here, you'll need one of these to open the manhole covers. Modern sewers use a Class C manhole cover, but this tool doesn't work on those. This is for old-fashioned bee holes. Okay, well, wish me luck. So there's a bookcase full of strange science and math books. Take a book. Wow, these books are all way too advanced for me. Actually, there's one from right up your alley. Third shelf, third from the left. You have the order of your bookshelf memorized? I don't have to memorize. I understand the principle by which I arrange things and never deviate from them. Gotcha. You grab a book. You look at the third shelf and sure enough, the third book is eerily relevant to your interest. You got an item, Space Times Rainbow. You've been meaning to read this one for a while, you just haven't gotten around to it. Plus 3 ar- Ooh, plus 3 armor against every elephant in combat. Oh, it's in combat, not in real, not in outside. Speaking of which, do I have any books I can read? Sure, I can take extra sleaze armor. Sure, I can take extra sleaze armor. Let's see, once per fight, plus 3 armor against every element. Perks. Yeah, plus 3 sleaze armor. Okay. Let's at least finish out the steam tunnel first. Ooh, what's this? Rat waves at you as you approach. Hey there, little fella. What's shaking? The rat dashes into a hole, returns a tiny piece of cheese. He points at you, sweeps his arm broadly from left to right, and points to the cheese. He stares at you for a few seconds and eats some crumb. You want me to bring you some cheese? Rat nods and scurries around the little quick circle. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Oh! I can conjure up some cheese. That's a cheese wizard. Rat looks at you with a hopeful expression on his tiny rat face. You got an item. Conjured cheese. Some cheese you made out of curds and whey of the cosmos. The rat sniffs the cheese and takes a few delighted squeaking noises. He drags the cheese into his hole and merges with a ring. Thanks, Mr. Rat. Right now, this ring prevents oxidation in the immediate vicinity. In the future, it will also prevent exercise. I guess the more cheese I bring back, the more it'll get, more I can get. Ooh, I can search for something useful with more Moxie. Gold-plated cable and pocket battery. It'll do. Oh yeah, scientific vessel. I can ask Rufus about it. What's this? A dewar. What's a dewar? Container for fluids. What kind of fluids? Usually it's valuable scientific substances. Not that one though. What's in this one? Absinthe. Oh, can I have it? If you want, sure. You carefully packet the dewar for transit back to the drunken slime. You got a container of absinthe. Can I have one of these hot plates? Sure, I got plenty. Having access to that level of technology will increase the odds that you'll survive helping me. That's very kind of you. You can grab one of the hot plates before he does some more math and changes his mind. Cook from the comfort of your room. Ooh. A portable convenience for chef magi who are bachelors or have been imprisoned for forbidden sorcery. One of these newfangled metal detectors. Ooh, metal detector. Hey Rufus, can I borrow your metal detector? Sure, if you have a good and specific reason for needing it. I had to find an old key so I can stop a little girl's house from burning down 230 odd years ago. That's good enough for me. Knock yourself out. Portable metal detector you borrow from Rufus. These won't be available commercially for 3 more years, but be careful with it. Huh. Laundry room. Shadow grease. Laundry chemicals, washing machine. BBQ wing maintenance access. Whoops. Buzzing noise and shower sparks are only replying. This terminal must be broken. Alright, let's put on those pants. Hotwire it. Nimble fingers bypass the broken circuits and trip door lock. Gone through. Barbecue wing freezer room. Someone has leaned a book against the front wall. Grab it. Ooh. Book is a book of short stories, each of which involves somebody freezing to death in the frigid west. Ooh, it gives hot armor. I could use that. Each story, protagonist succumbs to sub-zero conditions and perishes. At the end, the narrator opines that, if it were them, they simply would have not gone somewhere that is cold. They would have simply gone somewhere warm and thrived. There's hundreds of these stories. They're all like this. Okay, Okay, so we can get more of these, then we can actually get enough armor to win at chess. Massive steam-powered freezer. It's probably full of jumbo shrimp and military intelligence, am I right? Huh, somebody left an ice cream scoop in here. Ooh, mysticality +4. This makes it easy to serve ice cream without melting it, but hard to stop serving ice cream without losing a bunch of hand skin. It's just as good as the Fairy Star one, except it doesn't reduce their mysticality. Very old manhole cover, a soul hole. It's potentially an ape hole. This fish man is doing his best impression of a crocodile. There are no fishmen in the particular pool of boiling goo, but there's a massive horrible slimy wiggling golf ball sized egg floating in it and the world's largest and most awful glass of bubble tea. Hot armor, huh? Welding gloves? Nope, still not enough hot armor. Got 3. Maybe I can come back after I get more XP so I can put it into the short stories of Long Winters. Yeah, we'll come back to this later. Ooh, fishing. Got Pustulent Gulch. Got fish in a sack. More fish in a sack. We'll come back to you later. Oh, we just went in a complete circle. Oh, okay then. Okay, we'll come back to you later. We found a metal detector, so we're gonna have to go back to the Crystal Dream Lake. So you spend some time poking around the woods near Sandwich Village with the Rufus metal detector, and onto the nearly impressive pile of trash, we're finding what you hope is Adelia's house key. Extremely rusty old key, chunk of lead, piece of scrap metal, self-adhesive rivets. Then you write Rufus SIT steam tunnels on the metal detector and stick it in the mailbox. Aww. I thought we'd be able to keep it. Let's just leave it be. Check your pockets for an appropriate key. Unlock the door. You brush off as much of those loose rust as you can think you can get away without turning the entire key into loose rust. Then slide into the keyhole and carefully turn it. The lock clicks open and the key completely disintegrates. You peek in the front door and look around. Looks like nobody's home, which makes sense considering the door was locked. Snoop around. I'm not even sure why I gave you the choice there. We both knew you were going to choose Snoop. Yeah, for real. It's like Delia's bed. Looks like there's something behind it. White ceramic plate, painted with nice forest scene. Pretty. No witch's brews here. Maybe a witch's stew? Probably just a regular person's stew. Oh, wait. If the house doesn't burn down, does that mean I caused a paradox? I caused a paradox by not going to the the burned house and picking out the page that... You know what? I'm not going to think about it. Just relax. Small steel lockbox with the name Delia painted on it. So I thought messing with the contacts of that box could cause some sort of nasty paradox. You decide to leave it be. This oil lamp is kind of uncomfortably close to the curtains. Move it. You carefully pick up the oil lamp and set it on the mantelpiece. That seems much safer. Did you know that oil in this kind of lamp comes out of a sperm whale's head? Tell me more. Okay, see, sperm whale fat renders into a pretty good lamp oil, better than other whales, but more importantly, they also have a reservoir full of really good oil in their heads, much as 500 gallons of it. Nobody knows why or what it's for. Once people realized that sperm whales were relatively populous within sailing distance of the colonial coast, it sparked an entire industry. Whaling industry in the colonies began in the 1640s, but that was a fair bit south of here. However, in just 2 years ago in 1690, whalers started working out of the islands around Lieutenant Harbor, or rather, what would eventually be called Lieutenant Harbor after its accidental enlistment and promotion during the War of 1774, and within 100 years those islands became whaling capital of the world, until of course the whales ran out. But the industry was able to flounder along with the invention of kerosene, until the invention of kerosene in the 1850s. Anyway, the point being, this lamp is really state-of-the-art technology around here. It's very interesting, thank you. Much better. Well, let's... Oh, look! The house is all fine now. Putnam House, which has nothing particularly unusual about it except that witches lived here. Oh, hey. It's different now. There's an old painted plate on display here. This is a plate that used to be on a Putnam's mantelpiece. It held up nicely over the next 236 years. Political Plint says, this plate commemorates the founding of the town of Sandwich. On All Hallows Eve, how witchy can you get? Take a closer look, and the plate does indeed have a date in the painted filigree around the edge, 31st October, 1626. Blacklist says, this iron pan was probably for regular cooking, but we're pretty sure it was also used for making small batch potions sometimes. Oh, hello, what's going on here? Do a cat thing. Ooh, do a stretch. Have to chase all the mice into the things. Yeah, go on there. Get in there. Get in there, you dumb mice. Come on, get in there. Yeah. What's this? Throbbing ring of negative energy around the oversized rat shape. You should ask Jessica about this the next time you see her. Huh. Alright, well, let's go back to Ocean City. Found a little hole in space. A what? Like some sort of a shadow pocket kind of thing. Huh, you didn't put your hand in it or anything, did you? Yeah, there was a hot dog inside. Did you eat it? No, don't answer that. Look, I'm going to suggest that you don't do that again. Okay. You're going to though, aren't you? Guess we'll find out. Jessica opened the desk drawer and pokes around inside it. Charles did something to a pair of pliers, deionized them or something I didn't catch. Ah, here they are. You see any more of things, you should be able to use these pliers to pinch them closed without actually touching them with your hands. Oh, neat. Thanks. Oh, I got a phone message. You check the message pad next to the phone. There's a note for you. Call Don T with the phone number. You dial the number. Upon auditorially processing the alert bell from the telephonic device, I have answered it. Come on, Don, dial it back a notch. As it is you who have dialed my number, I do not entirely understand his request, Slime Green. Alright, well anyway, what do you need? Our observationalists have reported that you have or will soon become operational within PortCap, the locus of education known as the Seaside Institute of Technology. It's another shakedown? I'm not going to put the screws on an entire university for you. That will not be necessary, as we are not in a competitivist relationship with this academical institution. No kidding. The specific task we require of you is too sensitivinal to communicate to you in a telephonular manner. Proceed to the luncheon at Fish and Chips, whereupon you will meet one of our operatives, who is known by the sobriquet Greasy Steve. You'll recognize him by... No, that's mine. I'm pretty sure I'll know him when I see him. Then fortuitous chance on your objective. Well, alright then. Thriving ring of negative energy around the oversized rat shape. Close it. You carefully fold little sections that are ripped up with the pliers and you got it completely closed. Huh. Is that everything? Well, it looks like it. Hey, the shadowy thing is gone.